Welcome to Laptop Radio. Today's topic is the process of creating a Web3 Launchpad with Hotcoin. We have Aasim Rasheed with us. He is biz dev at Hotcoin. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm good. Where are you based?
I'm currently in San Francisco right now.
Awesome. You're a loco. Let us begin by telling us your story. When do you learn about crypto or Bitcoin?
Yeah, sure. So I first learned about Bitcoin when I was in college, and I was in a citizen journalism class. This was 2015. So a
Wow.
lot of my friends were using Bitcoin. Yeah, they're using Bitcoin to buy on the dark web and stuff. But it was a joke just to see if it was like a thing because we were all like, what is Bitcoin? What is this digital currency? And then fast forward to 2020, I was introduced to Dogecoin. I had already started trading on Robinhood and whatnot. I was a retail investor, if you would call it that. And a bunch of my friends, they were all like, "Hey, you got to get Dogecoin. This is going to be something big." And I didn't think anything of it. I put a few $100s in there, deleted Robinhood off of my phone. A year later, somebody told me again in about 2021, and I opened the Robinhood app thinking I was about to invest in Dogecoin, not remembering that I already did, and I had thousands of dollars. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. So from there, I started telling all of my friends, and then you go to the rocket scientists, and every rookie's first mistake is investing in every single thing somebody tells you to do. So I invested in all of these coins right at the top, and this was like right before the April 2021. Was it 2021 or 2022? Whenever the market really crashed really bad, that was right before I put a lot of money in and everything crashed.
Yeah, 2022.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that bear market was crazy. But from there, I was just so fascinated in technology. My cousin at the time, he introduced me to NFTs. He was managing a bunch of communities. So I just started to go to all of the crypto meetups that I could find. And that's what really changed everything for me, going from studying all of this stuff on the internet and being in these chat rooms, hoping that the person that you're talking to isn't going to scam you, versus being in person and meeting people that are just like you. They've been researching this stuff for years and they've been building all these communities and they're fascinated in all of these use cases from in every single industry. Ever since then, I've been continuing to build with folks and I've been building on my own projects. I've been supporting others. But at the end of the day, I feel like I found like a really good community of people that are very passionate about the future of finance, the future of technology, and the future of culture. And that's what's really kept me here.
Awesome. That sounds really cool. Tell us about Hotcoin. What is Hotcoin?
Yeah, so Hotcoin launched in 2017. It's a digital asset trading platform. We are top 30 on coin market cap. It's a centralized exchange. As of 2024, we have an estimate of about 7 million active users in 97 countries. And we're reaching a daily transaction volume of about 15 billion. Now, what makes Hotcoin unique is we have community centers in North America, Dubai, Thailand, Singapore, Hong Kong. We offer spot trading, perpetuals, futures, and we actually allow folks to do about 125x leverage, which is pretty rare. And we're also able to offer no KYC to customers, which helps them as well, bankless folks at least, so they can start trading as well.
Mhm.
So that's Hotcoin in a nutshell.
Okay, awesome. What inspired Hotcoin to create a Web3 Launchpad? And how does it fit into the Hotcoin's mission?
Yeah, Hotcoin started their launchpad after collaborations with projects, really big projects like Internet Computer, Solana, Hedera, and Aptos, just to name a few. What happens in these ecosystems is folks, they go spinning off to create their own tokens and to create their own communities on both online and in person. So basically what Hotcoin decided they wanted to do was just help projects increase their token holders
Mhm.
because they have such a big platform. And what we find is when projects, when they launch without support, it's very difficult to get traction. It's very difficult to get volume. And it's very difficult to have that stamp of validity and authenticity in these communities. So by launching Hotcoin Labs, we figured it would be a great platform for up and comers to be able to get some legitimacy in the industry and give them a little more skin in the game so they can come in with a successful project.
Mhm. So the title is the process of creating a Web3 launchpad. I'm just wondering what the processes are in creating a launchpad. I assume that you need to have a community, an ecosystem, and projects that you would help. Let me know what the process is like in creating a launchpad.
Yeah, for sure. Hotcoin is a very international team. Everybody is from a different time zone.
Mhm.
We have about near 20 different group chats going on at a time on Telegram,
Wow.
making sure things are happening. And it's really all about partnerships. What's amazing is we get on calls every once in a while and we'll be talking to a project. And it's always really cool when you're talking to the founder of a project and they're like, oh yeah, I've known your manager for this so much years because we met in this situation. And I believe personally that these organic relationships
Mhm.
make it easier to create a long lasting launch pad. So when somebody new comes in, they are given a little more of a support system in a comfort zone, as opposed to some programs where it's just fill out this application
Mhm.
and we plug you in with this person and that person. I believe Hotcoin is creating a very personalized approach to this. Also, we're trying to do a lot of community outreach when it comes to doing spaces, doing write ups for folks on social media,
Mhm.
doing newsletters. So it really all starts off with creating the vision. What do we want folks to get out of this? And then, second, who do we need to contact to make that happen? And then, third, how do we keep this momentum going after it's already launched? And I think that's also one of the biggest pieces, too, because after you launch something, you have to make sure that you keep up that momentum and keep everybody in the loop. And by having a really strong community, once again, it makes it that much easier because if the community is already conversing with each other, the project is only naturally going to continue. So I
Yeah.
think that makes a big difference.
Yeah. How do you evaluate projects?
Yes, on the business side, there's definitely KPIs that go into it. We look at who the KOLs are, we look at the volume, we look at who the team is, where they're coming from, if this is like their first project. All of those things go into play. And then at that point, it's just a matter of is the chemistry good
Mhm.
and how dedicated and passionate are they about making this happen.
Mhm. Awesome. How do you ensure that a project is not a fraudulent or a scam project when you're vetting or doing due diligence on the project?
That's a great question. It's a little bit above my expertise because I'm more on the onboarding side. Now, from what I know from experience, every project, every team has their group of underwriters, personal KYCs to make sure everything is good and everything's straight. Like, have you done any rugs in the past? Have you rubbed people the wrong way in the past? What is that situation like?
Yeah.
How's your social media, your job experience? All of those things go into play. And to be quite frank, I don't really think it's easy to be a bad actor in this space and get away with it for too long. Really, just because, from my experience, the Web3 crowd is some of the most harsh critics I've ever seen. I see even like legitimate projects be called rugs. Yeah, I don't really see bad actors lasting too long.
What kind of support does your Launchpad offer to projects and founders in terms of resources?
We have a lot of different resources. It really starts off from the basic. We do AMAs, we do spaces, we do write ups on your project. We have KOLs that we can tap you in with from Europe to America to Japan to South Korea to Southeast Asia. We also have really good relationships with big institutions like Paradigm,
Mhm.
Multicoin, Pantera, Lightspeed, Delphi. Working with us, you get a lot, increased visibility, faster time to market. We help you with spot trading, stakeholder engagement, and it's really just like that one-stop shop.
Awesome. What kind of AML and KYC processes are in place for project founders and users?
For users on a platform, we do not have a KYC right now.
Okay.
And the reason why is we just want it to make it faster for the average person who's never traded crypto before to be able to just jump on an app
Mhm.
and be able to experience what it's like. Now, on the founder side, that's a different process. Once again, it involves underwriting and it's a more formal process that you would expect from any launchpad.
Yeah. Where is Hotcoin headquartered in?
Yeah, so Hotcoin is currently headquartered in Dubai.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Can you share some examples of successful projects that have launched through your platform?
So we actually have not launched Hotcoin Labs yet.
Oh, okay.
This is actually a preparation. Yeah. So we're just generating a buzz for it right now.
That is so awesome. Oh my gosh, we're talking about it before it happens.
Yeah.
Beautiful. What kind of projects would excite you personally? What kind of projects would you like to see that would be on your launchpad when it first starts?
I'm really excited about the DeFi stuff people are doing. I'm really excited about real world assets. I'm really excited about DePIN as well. Those are three of my favorite fields. But right now, crypto is so interesting. I wouldn't even be surprised to see us get some really intricate meme coin projects on here. You know what I'm saying? Like people have taken that concept, driven it to the moon.
Which is
And
so funny because we have DPIN. Do you want to let people know what DPIN is?
yeah, so basically, let me make sure I get the acronym right so I don't
Yeah.
look crazy.
DPIN involves hardware, and of course, it requires physical parts. When you create DPIN, it's infrastructure, but it's also clouds and a bunch of other stuff. And then you have all the software, you have all the blockchain projects, the decentralized finance project. And then you have memes. And what is funny and is a paradox is that meme projects like Doge and Shiba, to be fair, those projects have products now. But at the beginning, they don't have any products and they were created as a joke. And they just went up to be the top 10 crypto. And a lot of the infrastructure, more the hardcore technology ones, on the token side at least, are just catching up. That's why it's just hilarious.
Yeah, for sure. That really goes down to the go-to-market speed, right?
Mhm.
Because you can launch a meme coin with a really strong community and be more successful than an infrastructure project just because that infrastructure project is taking that time to develop the tech.
Yeah.
So they might be in testnet 2 years while a meme coin can just launch in 2 weeks. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because I'm seeing people make innovative use cases for meme coins where they're creating like entire universes for them, whether it's through storytelling, through a merch where you can only use a certain meme coin to buy it. So I think that's really fascinating. And then going to the deep inside, I really love projects like Helium and Nova Labs are doing with proof of coverage. They're doing stuff with weather tokenizing, like weather infrastructure, drive to earn. There's so many very
Yeah.
innovative use cases that we haven't really seen happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I've done walk to earn. That is like step in. So I was excited for walk to earn, drive to earn, and I could see computation to earn. I used to donate computation to power cancer research. So I should be earning some tokens for that. And just really tying in the infrastructure and networking and cloud to Web3, where the users would earn some part of the tokens in the project. Because in Web2, we gave data to the big 4 or 5 companies and they have a stock, but there's no distribution by participating in that platform. In Web3, we're basically being incentivized by participation. I think a lot of the to earn games are just like that. Whether it's virtual mining or walking for some tokens or just providing data for some of the tokens, we basically become a contributor, not necessarily a user in that regard. I'm really excited about Hotcoin providing the community and founders with resources to make their dreams come true. Does the Launchpad also take equity or does the project have to tokenize something?
Now that's more of a case by case basis. We haven't really got into the complete details of that. We haven't disclosed the complete details of that yet,
Okay,
but we can definitely help with tokenomics if you need market makers. So whenever you need to make that happen, and I have faith that whatever those splits are, they'll definitely be fair to the founders.
awesome. And in about 5 years, what is your vision for the Launchpad?
Yeah, so hopefully in 5 years, I see the launch pad akin to like what Bitcoin startup labs are doing,
Hmm.
where we have a community that has just as many mentors
Hmm.
as projects coming in. So we can have multiple cohorts and then have an ecosystem of successful projects that actually can all support each other. So when that next generation comes in, there's not only that much more confidence and that much more volume, but that much more quality as well.
Promise me that you would accept female founders in your Launchpad as well, or men who are okay with working with women. When the Launchpad starts, please accept a lot of woman founders as well.
Yeah, no, inclusion is very important to me. I'm a person of color, so I understand alienation for sure. Also, we all know how homogenous the Web3 space can be. I think what's unique about this team is they're so international. So we're getting so many different perspectives, so many different cultures. So I really am confident that we can have a very diverse cohort for sure. I haven't personally worked with the Bitcoin Startup Labs team. I will say that my boss, Siri, she's amazing. She keeps us all like on track, and the quality of the people that she has us meeting with on a daily basis are just, they're all amazing. I think also what's unique about Web3 is all the women that I meet in this space, they're almost like more organized than the men. They're definitely usually a lot more personable, for sure. And I think what's great about being on the outskirts of any industry or just in life in general is you're able to see the blind spots that others don't.
Yeah,
And that's the beauty of strong communities, like everybody being able to contribute their strengths to make the whole entire ecosystem whole.
yeah, true. Anything you
Um,
wanted to share that I have not asked you?
that's a great question. Man, I am stumped. I think we really covered it all.
Where do people find you?
Yeah, you can find me personally. So I do music as well. So you can find me on Instagram at Ink the Urban Myth, INK the Urban Myth. My Twitter is Ink is awesome with a three instead of the E. And yeah, you can start there.
Awesome. And where can people find more information about Hotcoin or the Launchpad?
Yeah, so stay tuned. You can follow us on Twitter at Hotcoin Global, hotcoin.com. Download the app, get started there, and just stay posted. Stay tuned. We'll definitely be announcing more information on Hotcoin Labs in the coming weeks.
Awesome. And what is one piece of advice that you have for the community?
One piece of advice that I have for the community is while it's important to get advice from people that you admire and respect, never neglect your gut feeling. There's a million different ecosystems you can build on, there's a million different chains, but at the end of the day, just make sure whatever you're doing makes sense for you.
Awesome. Thank you, Asim.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Okay, bye.
Bye.